So, as I was let us say, when I speak about desolation, sometimes mention as Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, how because of Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, right? And no kind of like form living there, dwelling there. I think they mentioned in the book of Obadiah, right? And none shall dwell there. We'll see.
I think it's also in Joel, you know. And I think it even in the Revelation, every hateful bird. And
yeah.
right. Going on. It says, Behold, and for?
Right. I can bring this.
Yeah.
In Isaiah 13 and verse 19 it says, And Babylon, the glory of his kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldean excellency shall be as when God overthrown Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabians pitch tents there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and straits shall dance there. Statutes shall dwell there. The first pronounce it good. Kind of. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolated house, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Yeah, and Babylon be great. Because if you watch out what Trump do right now, look, Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the one who actually spends so much millions of dollars to get Trump in office. And now they're on a term that they're not agreeing. You know, there's the split. Elon Musk mentioning that Trump is in the esteem file, so on and so forth. You know, so we see now how America really and truly Trump, but he trying to make America great,
He doing what he's supposed to do, yeah.
He fulfilling the prophecies a ways bringing things to come to pass. You know, and that's beautiful.
As the scripture say in Revelation 17, the Most High will put it in the heart to fulfill. He will.
That is it. You can bring that because that beautiful thing there. We actually see it happening right before our eyes. Right before our eyes, see it happening. You know what the news like shit. Trump, Elon Musk, the bromance, all this shit. Like when you're watching in South Front, you see 170 drones because Russia retaliated. Because Ukraine went and bomb up send some drones in the ass and deal with them good.
Mm-hmm.
You know Russia and they retaliate and they look down about 170 drones, you know, and they bomb up a few places here and there. So this war, this is what we see in Russia and Ukraine. That's going to lead to the World War III, right? I think we're done there now. Because Trump still, you see the first week when he reached in office, he went and stopped that Russia and Ukraine war. 4 months now. Since 3 months now in office, I believe. 4 months.
And Putin really don't want to talk neither.
You see, he had talked to Putin for like 3-4 times and it didn't went well because Putin is not a scared thing with Putin.
Not push over.
Yeah.
You gotta come on my on my demands.
On my demands. You know, it's not nothing to do with we want. Yeah, very good.
There's Revelation chapter 17 and verse 17 says, For power had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of power shall be fulfilled.
And his will is all. The scripture talk about to gather the nations, right? In that great valley, right?
Jehoshaphat.
Jehoshaphat, yeah, was judgment. Great river Euphrates, eh? Like where the war gonna take place. Not so?
Yeah, they're gonna cross that river and a river going and dry according to Revelation too.
They dry.
You know? So yeah, and as it goes back to is the most high word at the end of the day. You know, as you read in Isaiah chapter 41, he say what he says is what going to take place. It's not no other power to come and declare anything else than that. You know? This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of a hypocrite is but for a moment. You know? And speedily, as the scripture said, the Most High going and deal with these matters. I mean, it might be looking like it's taking a lot of time for us. But we just have to wait at the scripture and wait patiently. And that time will surely come.
Something, I think Isaiah 50 something. 54.
Bring it.
55, that's good. Yeah, 55 and 11 says, So shall my words be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in that thing whereto I send it.
So that coinciding with Isaiah 41 again, you know. It's going to come to pass, it's going to manifest, it's going to take form and fashion as it did in countless times before. You know? So that war going to take place, the Most High going to set it in such a way that it is imminent. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 34. And boom, boom, boom. I'll start at verse 1. It says, Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. The slain also shall be cast out, and the stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Right, that is nuclear missiles, ICBMs, and all their hosts shall fall down, and as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall bathe in the heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right, and that's Edom. Idumea is upon the Edomites. Right? The sword is filled, and the sword of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of the ram. For the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that sacrifice in Bozrah, and is great, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yeah, Edom.
Son,
It's Edom, Bozrah, the capital of Edom.
that is a prophecy that's going to take place. You know?
If I'm not mistaken, Bozrah is the capital of Edom.
Can. The scripture says, who is that coming from Bozrah with his garment dipped in blood?
Where's Peachy Spice sing a song like that? They're gonna be Reynard,
Yeah.
in Jehoshaphat. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Isaiah 50 and 22.
It's like chapter 50.
Jeremiah 50 and 22. Going down.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verses 22, it says a song of battle in the land and a great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
Yeah, you get caught in a trap. In other words, the Most High song in the battle, he's the one who will and rouse up everyone to go to that battle. You know? Just like and he's the one that will and basically start the fight. He going to put it in the heart that they don't come up against each other and bring that battle in full effect. Right? But it says here, how is the hammer of the earth, the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder, which is what is aka America. You know, that was the hammer, that is the one who was going around ponging and where the man, but right now they sing it, I said that sing that same David Rudder song, where the man with the hammer gone. You understand? Because everybody disrespecting the hammer man. Because he you understand? Yeah, because again, weak the scripture say, as the scripture say, tell the other nation, most I tell you, beat all the gardening, you put hooks into spears, you know, get all yourselves armed. And the nations are armed already, right? Puny nations arm up to the fullest right now. Full 100. You know, they're up there with technology, with different destructive devices.
Countries will never have nuclear weapons before. We dream about having nuclear weapons happen because they know.
They see what going on.
Protecting.
You understand? They see the advantage take place with the hammer man.
So all of them on equal grounds. All of we have met.
Hammer, I said I hammer man now.
I would bunch of tools. Yeah. It says, thou art found and thou caught because thou hast striven against Yahweh.
Yeah, it's usually that scripture say, he that striveth against his maker. You know that one? I forget how he that striveth against his maker. Anyway, I'll bring it all to this.
It says Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh. This is the work of the Most High Yahweh of hosts, of armies, in the land of the Chaldees.
The Most High doing that work, he opened, the scripture say he opened the armory. Because as much as they think that these toys and them actually belong to them, it actually belongs to the Most High. He's the one who gave them the technology to do that. You know, as they show you in this movie, what is that Wonder Woman, with the woman with the mask and she face, where she couldn't find the right mixture to get the bomb how they wanted it. And a spirit come and whisper in she ears and like she get the idea, you know, the thing, and she get the concoction, yeah.
You ever see that?
You understand?
Nikola Tesla too. He said he went and dreamed how to make the what do you call it? Bring it.
Back to where we were saying there concerning Nicholas Tesla. There's a quick precept here. It says there's Job chapter 33.
Well, let's technology.
Job chapter 33, I start at verse 13. It says, why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters. For power speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men in slumbering upon their beds, then he opened up the ears of men, and sealed their instructions.
Isaiah 45 and verse 9. They say, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth, what makest thou? Or thy work he had no hands? Woe unto him that said unto his father, what begettest thou? Or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth? Thus saith Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker asked me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands. Command he me? I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched all the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded.
Right, because this precept says, "Why is earth and ashes proud?" It was created. It was the Most High actually created for His purpose, because the things that He actually doing is where it was created to do. He actually was created perfect. You're perfect in wickedness. You're actually perfect in wickedness. He basically on the left hand side, that the scripture is that. Bring all that as well. There's Genesis chapter 4. It says, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. So yeah, and it's exactly that, because he didn't choose to do well. He didn't. He chose the path. Well, the path was done written in stone already. All right, so yeah. Well, hopefully that video was edifying. We're going to close up by saying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai. When I say double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that surely rule well, and citation to the brothers that pushing this work out here in sincerity and in truth. There's some brothers from Trinidad. Just breaking a little bread. Shalom.